Don't overestimate what it takes to be successful. I'm going to remind you what I talked about with identifying your numbers and having clarity on your numbers. Most people underestimate what they can do. You guys have all heard the adage. They underestimate what they can do in a year and overestimate what they can do in a year, underestimate what they can do in 5 years. People also underestimate what it takes to be successful in business. It just takes consistency over time, and it doesn't actually require that much work. It really doesn't. It just requires consistency. And so when we look up, I challenge that for every person looking at their own business, I challenge those people who are having trouble with their contacts, which, by the way, is always going to be your job as a real estate agent. There's no way around that. Even if you become a leader of a team, your job is still contacts. You're just talking to different people than you used to. And so when I look at agents' businesses, I'll often offer this. Those agents that make 10 contacts every other week are still behind the person who consistently makes one every single day. Business is just about consistency over time. That's really what it's about. It's about consistency over time, doing the right thing for long enough to actually manifest the results. And most people heavily underestimate the work that it takes to be successful. It doesn't actually take that much. They overestimate the work that it takes to be successful. It doesn't actually take that much, but what it does take is consistency over time. Most agents have bursts of consistency and then fall off, and that's why you see the agent roller coaster. The whole reason Lever was born was to help agents to not have the roller coaster and have the consistency created for them. They still have to do their part, but to have all of these things happening on the other side to help them to be more consistent in the business, to feel that consistency over time. Success is boring, very boring. You have to make peace with the fact that it's boring, that it's very monotonous. And you also have to make peace with the fact that it doesn't actually take that much. It just takes consistency of doing the right things. It's interesting to me, a lot of people talk about the failure rate in real estate. Y'all ever hear that rhetoric, whether it's on social media or in your offices or whatever? You'll have that one like old timer, I hate to say it, but you'll have that one old timer who's been in the business for like 100 years. And you're like, well, most people fail out in the first 2 years. By the way, the fail rate for new businesses is almost identical to that of real estate. The failure rate of brand new businesses is almost identical to that of real estate. This isn't a real estate problem. This is a human problem. We often underestimate what it's going to take, which is really just consistency over time, right? We believe it takes far more work, and we also believe that it happens much faster than it actually does. Growing a huge real estate business takes time and it takes consistency, and you have to give yourself the right path and the right plan in order to be able to manifest those results over time.